today. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. Cowboys versus Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. Their long winning streak finally came to an end last week. A disappointing game for them, but still a heck of a run.
Indeed it was. What a great job by them putting together a streak. Now let's see how they rebound after a defeat.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Atlanta takes the field. Their offensive leader, of course, Matt Ryan, the former Boston College Eagle.
Just 2 weeks left in the regular season, so not many opportunities left. But I've got to tell you, I think he's had an MVP type of a season, and I just hope that everyone who votes doesn't go to sleep and already have their ballots cast.
I think there are a couple others in the national media who feel that way, too. You and I have been discussing this race since the calendar hit December, as of many other, but I think it's going to take 8 big quarters for him to truly have consideration.
A very quick pass to Ridley.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
First down. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Smith. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first.
Ito Smith, the ball carrier.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Past the and now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
It's a gain of 10.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. A first down carry for Smith. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
And 2 yards to go.
From the shotgun, Ryan to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They go back to the ground now with Smith. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11 now. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That's complete to Smith. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Ryan. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Well, we're pretty early in this contest with 1 interception already thrown. When that ball was tipped in the air, I think he had to be wondering, could this be a second one, and was already battling in his mind how to handle it. Fortunately, that ball fell incomplete, and now he gets a chance to atone for what could have been a big error.
Keeps the score. Cowboys 7, Falcons nothing.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
The numbers for Zeke from last week: 18 carries, 69 yards.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Throwing now is Breeze. Smith catches left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
To Herb Smith Jr. It's a gain of 5.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
19-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 2nd down and 4. Breeze flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks. But here, he found all of his guys covered. He said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
Zerline on and the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Is good.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up second down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Play action. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by...
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half. And results there.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down.
Back deep is Emmanuel Sanders. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Cowboys take...
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
21, Ezekiel.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On play action, it's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And Jones has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12.
Now Ryan on first down. The left side completion to Jones.
Complete.
A gain of 6 there on first. Time a factor as Ryan will hustle him to the line. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, Ryan. And that one finds the ground, breaking string a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw again is Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Breeze sacked. Fumble on the play.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Zerline now for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 20. Offensive crew. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired and they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. We'll begin in the AFC at First Energy Stadium as Kansas City is in the land to take on Cleveland. And it's the Chiefs who have the lead in the second quarter. Tyreek Hill, a touchdown reception. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Ryan Tannehill looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And that game's all tied up as they play the visiting LA Rams. In our game, it was the right arm of Drew Brees that led the way in the first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach. Thank you, and we welcome. Welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 28.
Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. As we count down through the final few weeks of the season, these guys have nothing to sweat about. They've clinched the top spots of the road to the Super Bowl. It runs through them.
And there's a natural inclination here, partner, to say, okay, a lot of guys aren't going to play down the stretch. We've clinched. We're ready to go. But there's another part where you say, let's show the league why we're the #1 team. Maybe you intimidate someone. Maybe you dissuade them from thinking that they can beat you in the playoffs by going out and being really impressive down the stretch.
Absolutely, and you want to take momentum into the playoffs. There's also pride on the line for these guys individually.
Yeah, momentum and pride. Yeah, I'd make room for them and put them both in uniform.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. They'll run with Elliott. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
2-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Breeze now. That's caught by Howard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. It's caught on the right side, it's Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now back to the ground with Elliott.
Ezekiel Elliott. That's good for a Cowboy.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just
glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now Ryan. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
First down, Falcons.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Ready, like 25. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Check. 55, 55. All day, every day, any day.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Ryan. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Ryan will throw again. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. A give to Smith out of the gun. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the Cowboys' 30-yard line.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Ryan over the middle to Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine. Ready?
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 17. From the shotgun, Ryan.
A very quick pass to Ridley.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Elliott, the ball carrier, brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
We're ready. We're waiting. We ain't giving up nothing today. Hey, check back 45. Check back 45.
They go to Elliott again. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
54th Mike. 54th.
Now Breeze. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
45. Mike, 45. Hey. 45.
To throw is Breeze. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Breeze pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A couple of 1st downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
45, Mike, 45. You can't block me.
Breeze now to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Hey, let's get there. 45's the Mike. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. Smith catches left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
45, come on, 45. Hey, pick it up, defense, let's go.
They keep on the ground with Elliott.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
The 21-yard line.
On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Breeze is looking to throw. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Breeze. This will be caught at about the 5. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Breeze. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Dallas, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.